What's up, G.I. Joe fans? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Museum. I'll be your curator today. And guys, we got a fun one for you. We have another special request from another one of our super subscribers, Mr. Renee. We bring you from 2002, the 160th Soar G.I. Joe. Guys, this was considered by most G.I. Joe collectors a basic figure. But the 160th Soar G.I. Joe figure is anything but a basic figure. It is one of the toughest G.I. Joes to find. And surprisingly, one of the, let's bring him up a little bit, one of the most expensive ones. This was a basic figure from 2002 that I purchased from Walmart back in 2002. I saw this figure, this G.I. Joe, and the selling point on this G.I. Joe was two things. The first being that for a basic figure, the articulation, he had the super articulated body with the gung-ho grip hands, and the fact that he had one of the coolest head sculpts and coolest helmets to just be a basic figure. They could have, with this being a basic figure, they could have just given him just a random generic type of plastic helmet and called it a day. Because I paid all of $15, about $15 for this 160th Soar G.I. Joe figure. Yeah, about close to $13, $14, and it came. It's got a little communications uplink here. He's got his canteen, which the canteen top actually comes off, which is another cool aspect. It's hollow inside. You could actually put water in it. He has one of the coolest guns. And I believe this is a folding stock as well. And like I said, you can never go wrong with the gung-ho grip hands. And this is 2002, so this is right around the time when the gung-ho grip hands were being introduced. He has the molded, they were doing something new around this time as well, the molded t-shirt. He had the colorful t-shirt, United States Army. Like I said, he had the new recruit type head sculpt. And to me, like I said, the helmet was ridiculous. It was really cool. And I said to myself, I was like, wow, you're getting a lot for $13 or $14 on a basic carded figure. And now I've did some research, and the 160th Soar G.I. Joe on eBay and Amazon, you'll pay anywhere between $50 and $60 for this guy, and sometimes a little bit more. And I said, wow, it just goes once again, as collectors, guys, we drive the market on what we consider to be collectible. The 160th Soar G.I. Joe was not on the toy store shelves for very long. It was a basic figure, and yet now it's been out of production for nearly 15 years. What you have now is scarcity. It's scarce. The production run on this figure was probably very low because it was a basic figure. Hasbro put this guy together. Get you a side shot of him. The card is beautiful. As you can see, I like the way they put the card is encased inside the plastic. So that protects the plastic. I mean, protects the card. And this was not for collectors. This basic figure was meant for the younger demographic. It was meant to be played with. And ours is a C10 museum quality, as you can see. And he's expensive today. 15 years later, you have on your hand a very expensive G.I. Joe. Go figure. Go figure, guys. Here's the side. The equipment list came on the side. Radio belt box, communications wire, canteen, belt, BDU pants, boots, AR-15 assault rifle, aircraft helmet. And that's what did it for me. It was just the helmet. Super cool. Try to get all the close shots. And here we go again, guys. What are the rubber bands for? What are the rubber bands for? What are they holding? I understand these rubber bands right here because he's got it holding the gun, but he's got such a great grip and he's got the gung-ho grip. There is absolutely no need for these rubber bands. Absolutely no need. Definitely no need for these rubber bands on his arms. What are they there for? Let's check his boots out. Great boots. Once again, I like the camouflage pants. Really cool. You say he does have a belt on as well. He's got the green belt on. Let's turn him around. Check him out. This G.I. Joe, surprisingly enough, was not in my archives. Was not in our archives. So I didn't have to go looking far for him. I did have to move a lot of stuff around, but we were able to get to this guy. We're going to go the extra mile for our super subscribers. Mr. Renee, we went the extra mile for you, man. You're considered a super subscriber. Let's check the, 2002. This was next on the list here. Navy SEAL. I believe we have this guy as well in the museum. Let's get you a blown out look here. And once again, I can't say it enough. This would make a phenomenal poster. The way they got this guy posed here. Just a great shot, action shot, diorama shot of the figure in action, in an action pose. Then you have the 160th Soar backstory. And to say, what is SOAR? What does SOAR mean? Special Operations Aviation Regiment. SOAR. Okay. And who would know that? I mean, once again, that's another cool aspect about these beautiful carded figures and these beautiful boxed figures. If I took this guy out and kept him in a poly bag, this box, this carded, this card would have been lost forever. It simply would have been lost forever. And it's just as much as part of this figure as the figure itself. They go hand in hand. And it's to me, it's beautiful. It's just a beautiful piece of art. Just a great shot. Just a great shot. Guys, tell me what you think about the 160th Soar G.I. Joe. Because I'm a bit biased, guys. because he's in my collection, and I've had him for 15 years. So I'm going to be biased to him. Now, another cool aspect about this figure, albeit he was out for a short period of time, he did come, you could get him two ways. You could get him the way you see him right now, in a carded version, or you could get him in a tall, skinny box. And that's just, it was a basic tall, skinny box that he was placed in, with pretty much the same information. The 160th Soar, his name, and then you got the G.I. Joe logo on it. It was a little skinnier and taller than this particular carded version. But it was the same figure. He was just standing straight up. He was just standing up. He was not in a pose or anything like that, like he is right here. So I did not ever see him in the box version, or I probably would have picked the box version up too, because that was my thinking, that someday I would have a museum. So, but I didn't see him like that, and but he does come like that. So there's two versions. I was looking on eBay the other day, and Amazon, and he was on the box. He was in the box version, the tall, skinny box version, and he was in the carded version. And surprisingly enough, the carded version was more expensive. So go figure. I mean, I don't know which came first, but I want to say the carded version came first. But definitely, guys, we would like to know what you think about this, guys. Like I said, we take the request very seriously, and we try to get these reviews out to you guys. Like I said, Mr. Renee is considered a super subscriber, and we wanted to definitely get this request out to him. And because I'm just a big kid, this is fun for me, because you guys got me running around the museum searching for G.I. Joes that I haven't seen. I haven't seen this guy in 15 years. The day I bought him, maybe the day I bought him, and a few weeks after that, having him brand new in the collection. But from there on, he was put in storage. And then when my wife and I purchased our home, and I set my museum up, he was still in storage. So I haven't seen this guy in 15 years. So Mr. Renee, man, thank you for requesting the 160th Soar G.I. Joe, and I'm sure he's extremely happy to get some fresh air in 15 years. So guys, with that being said, we do this all the time, guys. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel. To our visitors coming in, we appreciate the fact that you're checking our channel out. Our subscribers, new and old, we appreciate the love and support. And you know the drill, guys. You know the drill. Don't make me have the 160th Soar G.I. Joe come out there and read it off to you. I'll spare you guys. God bless. And keep collecting. This guy looks mean.